Hello students, welcome back to a new video session. Today's session we are not going to do anything new because we all know that our final exams syllabus has been completed through video sessions. If you haven't watched those videos, you can see those videos. So today's session, from today onward, we going to have revision in our chapters from the syllabus of final exam, from the syllabus of annual exam. So for today's revision I took chapter 2, that is the element of a map. And before I move towards the detailed discussion in the video session, I want to mention one more thing. Important points which you need to prepare from this chapter will be discussed now, and yes, and you can mark those topics and some questions we may discuss in this session. So let us start. Okay, so in the topic, the elements of a map, this topic, first of all we will get a heading, elements, map elements. So and one more thing, you have to prepare your chapters very well. You have to read each line from these chapters. Okay, from these all 5 chapters you have to prepare, you have to read each of the lines, because minute kind of questions has been asked. So the reading of text is very essential for this exam. Okay, so let us start the session. First, the map elements. So there are 5 basic elements of a map. We read that. So these elements are the title, then north line, then scale, legend or key, and then grid system. Okay. First, let us see what is map title. Map title is the thing that state the depict of the map. That means what is in the map that we get from the map title. And one example has been given, that is India political. Then map direction. So in the map direction we have seen that there is a north line, there is a particular symbol of north line. Then in map direction we got cardinal direction, that is north, south, east and west. And there you will get this diagram, this one. Okay, so this diagram you need to practice. Okay, next in the map direction we will get intermediate direction. There are 4 intermediate direction. Then furthermore direction, these are the 8 directions. So in intermediate direction, these are the northeast, then southeast, then southwest, northwest. These are the intermediate directions we have gotten in the map directions. Okay, next is measuring map directions. Okay, now in this topic, measuring map direction, you just need to read this section, because from here you have to know how we can measure two different places. Okay, the direction of 2 different places, how we can measure this thing. Detail, you don't need to prepare it in details, just have an idea about the measuring of directions. Okay, next is map scale. Now this topic, map scale, is very important because it is really useful for your upper classes. Okay, so that is why we need to prepare map scale, and in your final exam point of view it is also important. So first you're going to prepare the definition of map. Then there is classification, 3 classifications of map, like verbal, statement scale, graphical or linear scale, and representative fraction. So these classifications are very important. If any example is given, then you have to prepare that example as the definition of scale. Then 3 kind of scale: graphical scale, representative scale, and then verbal scale. These 3 scales are very important. Please prepare them well. Then you will get measuring distance. Okay, so measuring distance, there are 2 ways we can measure distance. These are the measuring distance along a straight line, and measuring distance along the curved line, and measuring distance along a straight line we use their ruler or a scale, and in the second process, that is measuring distance along the curved line, what we use there, we use a twine or a thread. Okay, so from this topic, just read the topic. Okay, don't need to go in detailed discussion, just have an idea. Okay, next is legend or key. Now legend and key is very important, and this is also essential why we use. So a legend is essential feature of any map, and it explains color, signs, symbols used in a map. So different type of color, symbol are used in a map, and that is all total we named it as a legend or key. Next is conventional signs and symbols. A variety of conventional signs and symbols are used to show for man-made and natural feature on a map. We know, and these conventional signs are accepted globally. That is why we called it as a conventional symbols or signs. Okay, so these conventional signs and symbols, in this page number 20, you will see these conventional signs and symbols. So from here, some of the conventional symbols are very important that you need to prepare, like towns, villages, then symbol of lighthouse, then symbol of boundary, international boundary, state boundary. This is how you have to prepare, like post office, telegraph office. These important symbols you have to prepare for your final. Okay, next is color in a map. So there is always a particular color is used in a map, and that particular color always denote a particular object. Suppose I am using blue, so that means blue is denoting water bodies. I am using brown, so brown always used to show any physical feature or a relief feature of any land. Okay, so this is how colors in a map is there, and this thing you have to prepare. Here you will get blue, green, brown, yellow, white. All these you have to prepare very carefully. Students, that is all for today's session. Rest portion, that means the grid system, then difference between latitude, longitude, heat zone, these are the topics are left. So these topics will be covered in next video session. Till then, prepare this chapter and prepare these topics which I asked to prepare. So if you have any question in this session, regarding this session, you can ask me, and you will get a snap on these conventional symbols in the app. Thank you all.